In Egypt, we have a lot of books talking about dancing, actually. One of these famous books, which is a strange little bit to tell you famous books, this book. Why? Because this book is very rare to find it here in the market. The author wrote it since long time, and this book from Saad el-Khadim. It is about the folk dance in Egypt. This book, actually, it is a little book as you see exactly, but he wrote or he explained many different types of dances here in Egypt since long time. I didn't met him actually, but I had this book and I'm very happy to have this book. The problem is or this professor actually, he was not a specialist in dance, but in fabrics. He found a lot of paintings on the old fabrics actually, and he tried to do his analysis onto these types of paintings actually to understand the meaning behind and why these people long ago created something like that or painted something like that on the fabrics. That was the beginning, and I think this book actually was one of his research about the painting, which people sometimes doesn't understand, or the dancers doesn't understand the meaning behind. Of course, he explained a lot about these types of dance paintings or in these fabrics, but from his point of view, which is sometimes cannot be easy for people or for the researcher, as I told you before, that they sometimes don't understand exactly the meaning behind. It needs exactly a specialist to know and to understand why these people were doing something like that or performing like this way. This is the main core of the dancing long ago, which can let us understand exactly these types of dances and why these people perform it like this. He talked about these people from his point of view, as I told you, same as many other books in Egypt, also some foreign books, yes, also talking about dancing, but from their point of view, which led people or took these people all the time to their way, which sometimes can take us away of dancing and became, or they spread it everywhere all over the world, which not helping us exactly to understand the deep root of the Egyptian folk dancing, which created for us in the end the belly dancing and the oriental dancing. As I told you, belly dancing and oriental dancing, not exactly Egyptian origin, but it comes from many places all over the world, especially the Orient. For this reason, we say oriental dancing and the belly dancing as the same, yes, also. But we have to know exactly the meaning behind the dance steps, behind the choreographies, behind the folk dancing to understand exactly the story and the history of dance. Of course, he wrote about wonderful types of dancing such as the hen dance or the chicken dance. Also, we had chicken dance in Egypt long ago. This type of containers, clay containers, we save water inside, and how the farmers long ago were dancing or were moving or were performing with this type, especially the females, when they carry this container over their heads to bring the water from the Nile River and come back again, and how they move with and how they play with this also. This is another story about farmer dancing, which sometimes you can watch it or you watch it already in many types of farmer dance, and how and why they doing something like this. He explained this too, but from his point of view, as I told you, which sometimes can take us away of the meaning behind this type of performance. Also, he talked about the fabric dance, which we had it long ago, and wax dance, or what we call it candlestick dance, and much more. Maybe in my next videos I will explain you much more about what he explained exactly during this time long ago, and why people I will tell you exactly why people were doing something like this. This book actually, which I told you, it is the folk dance in Egypt from the author Saad el-Khadim. Let some dancers believe or think that this type of dance was wonderful like this way, but from the other side the society disliked this type of dance. He explained that the difference between the folk dance in Egypt and the folk dance in Europe, but again and again from his point of view, which destroyed actually the meaning or the collective thought in the society to let them dislike this type of dance. I will tell you, or I will explain to you in my next videos about his analysis about dancing, his stories about dancing from his way, and I will tell you exactly the truth of dance and why people do something like this. This is my video for this book actually, which I hope you like it. And of course, as I told you, it's not easy to find it in the market now, or in the libraries now in Egypt or anywhere all over the world, but I have it at my home library, which is wonderful, of course. And he has also many let me say pictures about dancing in Egypt, but it is in black and white. So I will try to find a solution to share some of his pictures with you. This was my video for today, which I hope you like it, and of course I will be waiting for your comments or any question you have. And I will be waiting for you once more again in my next video as usual, and thank you very much, and see you in my next video.